trying to imbibe a little of the plant spirits known as wood betony for deep grounding. Offer myself the wood betony with love, and I accept with love. I journey to my safe place. I meet my guides. I meet my helpers. Declare the intention of this journey. I journey to the spirit of Glastonbury Tor. I journey to the spirit of Glastonbury Tor. I journey to the spirit of Glastonbury Tor. I arrive at the summit of Glastonbury Tor, and I'm standing on the grass. To the north of the tower. I'm standing at the centre of the flat oval surface at the top of the Tor. And now I allow my spirit to simply sink into the ground. And I know that I'm going into the lower world by sinking into the ground, sinking into the mound that is what the tower rests upon, and sinking deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, down, 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 down. And I emerge into a cave. And now at a point in the cave where I have a choice of direction to go. I can either go left or I can go right. And because I'm left-handed, I choose to go left. And I feel the water. I feel the water on my feet. I know that I'm walking in the waters of the White Spring. And I can feel that the stones upon which I'm treading as I'm walking through the water are covered in limestone. I can feel that rough, gritty texture of the limestone that's encrusting the stones in the water of the White Spring. And I'm I'm walking towards the source, and I feel the water pouring over my toes and pulling around both feet and running away in the opposite direction to that which I'm walking. And the space feels narrow, the space is dark, and so I become smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller. And now the stones are like gigantic boulders, and I feel I'm wading in the water up to my waist. And I keep on approaching the source of the wide spring. And now I can hear a sound. I can hear a sound as well as the sound of the rushing water. I can hear a deep, deep, resonant sound, like a Mongolian overtone chant. And this sound is deep and rhythmical. And I'm being told that this is the Spirit-of-the-Tor. And now I am being shown a series of bright iridescent threads running in lots of different directions. And these are what we know as the ley lines. These are the energy currents, and the strongest energy current out of all of them is called the Michael line, and it's flowing very straight, and it's a golden yellow colour, the colour of the sun, and this flows to the east, all the way out through Norfolk and the North Sea to the east. As my senses are extended in all directions at the same time, I can also sense the opposite direction, heading out to the west into Devon and Cornwall, through the Isles and the Atlantic Ocean. And this is the Michael line. It's golden, and it's very, very strong and thick. As I refine my awareness, I can notice a much more delicate line. And this delicate line is not straight. This delicate line is like a sine wave. It's a wave. And it waves away from the Michael line and back towards it out the other side. Away and back towards it in both directions, southwest and northeast. This is the Mary line. It's delicate, it's subtle, it's silvery, and this represents the feminine principle. And though this line might not be so overtly, strongly obvious as the Michael line, I know it is equally powerful. So the Michael line representing the male energy, the Mary line representing the female energy, and at the place where I am, at the source of the white spring, this is where the Michael and the Mary line intersect exactly. This is directly beneath the summit of the Tor. Extend my awareness into other directions, and I can see so many lines, so many iridescent bright silvery golden lines extending out in all different directions. There are many, many, many of these lines. This is a nexus for the ley lines. It's one of many, but it's one of the most significant ones on the planet. Here is a way to understand it. Human beings have hundreds of thousands of energy lines, channels, and these are known in acupuncture as meridians. And we have places where these energy meridians converge, and these are called nexuses. And when a whole load of them converge, that's a point of power. You've got your chakras in the human body. That's what these are. Now, as above, so below. Now, extending my awareness out into the lines extending from the Tor nexus, I can see how they go out in all directions, and they spread all around the earth. And there are other places that are very powerful energy ley line nexuses, and there's one at Chichen Itza in Mesoamerica. I think it's Guatemala. And there are many, many of these. And the Spirit-of-the-Tor is telling me that as long as there have been people that have been extending themselves in a spiritual direction, there's been awareness of these lines of energy flow. And it's the fact that Glastonbury Tor is a nexus of these ley lines is what attracts so many people who are interested in their own spiritual development and working in service to others. That's what it's all about. The Spirit of the Glastonbury Tor has a male energy, and this has a female energy too. He and she and he, the genders combined. This is how I perceive the energy of the Spirit of Glastonbury Tor, and it's an energy of love. Thank the Spirit of the Glastonbury Tor for showing me what I can see here. And I'm being told it's time to go. And before I do, I put my hands into my pocket and I pull out a golden stone and I lay it down in the water. As I do so, I can see there are many stones of different colours and materials been laid in the water by many other people before me. I thank the Spirit of the Tor. I thank the Spirit of the White Spring. I thank the waters. And now I start to gently float upwards out of the water, starting to grow to my normal size. Out through the cave, through the materials of the mound, all the way up, until I'm standing on top of the Tor. I'm now looking, facing west, facing in the direction of the Michael and the Mary lines, heading out towards the West Country, Devon, Cornwall, the Scilly Isles. And I give thanks that I have been selected to live here and to be part of the mysteries of this part of the world. And now I return with my guides and my helpers to my safe place. My helpers, I thank my safe space. return to the sheep face around which I'm sitting, on which I'm sitting. I thank the spirits of the wood Bethany for its assistance on this journey. Thank you very much for coming with me on this journey.